guys. It has been a few days or a week, a little bit more than a few days since I picked up the camera to vlog for you guys, but that's what I'm doing. I'm here to explain and to just give you guys an overall catch up of what's been going on, and we'll go from there. So of course the sun's going down, it's getting late, I got stuff to do, so let's get this video rolling. There's no notes here. Sometimes I take notes whenever I'm trying to do a sit-down vlog just so I can keep my thoughts from rambling, and so I don't say a lot trying to figure out what I have said and what I haven't said, so we're just gonna wing it. So paleo is pretty much, or you call it the caveman diet, it's pretty much all you eat, fats of pretty much olive oil, coconut oil, I think there was another one that you can have, but I don't remember, and then you have any veggie, all fruits, all vegetables, and you don't have any beans, any milk, any grains, none of that stuff. So it's pretty much meat, vegetable, fruit, fats, nuts, and that's it. So during that time that I was, yes, past tense, was doing the paleo diet or the caveman diet, it was great. I did, tweak it a little bit to make it my own. That's why I called it my semi-paleo challenge, because there were times that I would eat rice or I'd eat oats, just to give myself some more carbs, and maybe every now and then, I slipped up and found out that there was maybe some ingredients in certain things that I probably shouldn't have had that were in it, and that's okay. Nobody's gonna have a perfect challenge. Nothing's perfect. This world isn't perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect, and it's just you live with it, and you're not gonna die. Nothing crazy is gonna happen if you accidentally mess up, and you don't have to start over. Some people think that they feel the need that they have to start over when they mess up, and in all reality and seriousness, nothing's perfect. Nothing can be perfect. That's what life is. Also, the first week I felt miserable. I was bloated, disgusted, like I followed through with the first week great, but it was just, I guess my body wasn't so used to taking in as much vegetables as I was, or I was taking in, I think, a little bit more broccoli than I'm used to, and just I'm getting a lot more whole foods, and I guess my body was just kind of trying to push out all the toxins, and it was just really trying to grasp the fact that I'm eating more whole, nutritious foods, and I just wasn't used to that. And with me seeming as if I am, I should have already been having whole, nutrient dense, these healthy foods, I was, but just not in as big of a amount that I was getting during this paleo challenge. And I feel like I lost myself before trying this paleo challenge in the flexible dieting standpoint. I feel like I really got caught up in just counting macros, and I lost the whole aspect of eating whole, nutritious, rich foods, leafy greens, just dark green vegetables, choosing foods for its nutrients and for what it actually is composed of, rather than just choosing something that's going to make my taste buds happy and fit my macros. I was consuming so much stuff and just lost the overall sight of, I'm a healthy person, I want to be healthy, and I want to fuel my body with the best ingredients possible. And that's something this challenge has taught me. This challenge has taught me to choose foods that are whole and nutritious, that are going to fuel your body, fuel your workouts, and fuel you, so you can work the best, feel the best. You're able to fuel your body when you go to your workouts, so you can train the best, and just, it's to fuel your body. That's what food is for, to make you feel good and to give you the adequate ingredients that your body needs to run at its fullest potential. And I lost sight of that just following flexible dieting, and just having a one-way path rather than looking at the whole big picture of why I'm doing this, and I lost sight of that. I've said that multiple times. And so this challenge really it made me think about every time I ate something, what nutritional value does this have, and I started trying new things. It made me branch out. I would have never knew that I liked broccoli slaw until I started looking into more vegetables that I could eat. I never would have bought hemp seeds and goji berries and chia seeds I would have bought, but I would have never taken the time and money to buy those things to make recreate my own smoothie bowls, which I became obsessed with. If I wasn't if I didn't put myself into this challenge. I just would have bought, sugar-free pudding mixes and sugar-free this, sugar-free that. I would have lost sight and just bought all those items. And I'm so glad, because now whenever I go further into my goals, I'm actually going to look at overall my macros, and I'll be able to choose foods that actually fuel my body and make me feel good, and not just try and fit my macros for the sake of my taste buds. Granted, not saying I'm going to eat boring food, but I'm just going to look at the foods that I do eat and ask myself, what nutrients does this meal have for me? At the same time, does it taste good? Because if it don't, I'm going to make it taste good, that's for sure. So another thing that I really learned during this challenge is I used to snack all the time. I'd come home, grab a couple bites of this, grab a couple bites of that. That's okay, I'll just grab a couple bites here and there. It's not going to hurt me. But in the end, that's why I probably had no progress or halted progress, and I felt like I plateaued all the time. And so now that I'm going back into counting macros, I don't feel the need to do that anymore. And I really like the fact that on my challenge, I'd be like, well, what can I grab? I'm hungry. What can I eat? You just make your meal. I mean, sure, I would grab a couple of grapes. A couple things I didn't keep around the house was bananas and nuts, because I knew I'd snack on those and I'd have too much and it would just be too much. But that's what I would do, is grab some grapes or nothing at all and just make a meal. So it's taught me not to snack and to eat my meals, and eat what I plug in. Another thing that I took away from this challenge is the fact of I intuitively ate and I felt good. I didn't get bloated like I used to. My body was digesting food the way it needed to be digested. I had no more bloating problems, and I really enjoyed that. I would eat, maybe a carb-dense meal the night before. The next day I'd feel great. I didn't have as much inflammation, as much buildup, as much backed up everything, and it felt great. So that's another thing that shows me nutritious foods are going to make everything work properly, and that you won't have as many problems. And that really felt great, to actually show my body, like, hey, you don't have bowel problems, you're just ingesting too many chemicals and your body's just not running properly. You're not taking in enough fiber, and the fiber you are taking, the ones from protein bars, it's not the same as taking in broccoli, fruits, and just different types of fibrous vegetables. It doesn't do the same thing. I mean, you could say it does the same thing. It's both fiber, but one is all natural, the other one is extracted and put into a product. So your body can differentiate the two, from one from whole foods, one from being added in. Your body knows. So I kind of want to go in on what I'm going to be doing now. I have decided now, of course it's going into the colder months, that I've never gone into a bulking phase, and that's what I want to do. Lean bulking phase. I'm not going to shove a bunch of food down my throat. I'm slowly trying to learn what I can, and the sun is going away, so I hope we still have enough light. But the sun keeps going farther and farther down the more I'm talking. But I've never gone into a bulking phase, so right now I'm doing my research. I'm just trying to learn what I can learn. I'm trying to figure out the proper way to do it, the proper macros to set for myself. What kind of meals should I eat before and after I work out? How many, different meals should I have? How to spike protein synthesis, what kind of training should I do, how to track the volume in my workout so I'm progressing every week, what kind of weight should I be looking at each week to add on, and what kind of volume do I need to add on to be able to progress actual hypertrophy gains, and not just like being maintain state or maintainable state. I don't want to maintain. I'm here to try and grow these muscles, because I've never taken time to actually really grow muscles, and actually take in foods to grow muscles. So that's my goal going forward. Now, the reason why I've decided to track macros going into this growing period is because I like having structure. I like having something that I can write down, go by on paper, and I like weighing my foods out. I like having a set of macros. Um, it's kind of like a stress reliever to me, fitting macros and playing around with them and seeing what foods I can eat to fit and fuel my body with numbers that I've been given. I'm going to start having a planner, writing my workouts, learn how to add up volume, have my set macros, keep my self steady when it comes to weighing myself and figuring out, how much I should be adding a week, taking adequate progress photos weekly, and measurements weekly. And I really want to take this serious because I've never done a bulking phase before, or I don't really want to call it bulking, I guess. Improvement season, I want to improve on strength gains, hypertrophy. I want to build muscles that I've never really built before. I really want to see what I can do with this season that's in the winter time, and I am so excited to see how my body will change when I feed it more food and I'm not so focused on shedding fat, because that's what's been drilled into my head. And at the same time, while I'm doing this improvement season, I really want to try and just grow my self-confidence, grow my knowledge to be able to just learn what works for my body, what doesn't, how much weight can I squat, how much, can I bench, how much can I deadlift. I'm like so thrilled and so excited to be able to actually try and work on all three of those huge movements, those huge compound movements. It's just exciting to me to have a different goal, to have a different mindset, to just go into the gym and know that I'm working on growing muscles and upping the weight on everything. It makes me feel it just makes me have more confidence when I go into the gym, knowing that I need to kill it, I need to crush it so I can get some gains. And as cheesy as get some gains sounds, I'm just ready to make these babies bigger. Like, I'm so excited to just grow my back, grow my quads, my glutes, my hammies, biceps. I want more of a definition of my biceps, and I'm just, it just gives me chills just thinking about it and makes me want to go into the gym again, even though I'm already dead right now because I got back doing bench. So I'm just throwing it all out there for you guys. Paleo was a great experience. I didn't finish it. Also, another thing I wanted to say, I didn't give up. It wasn't the aspect of, oh my god, I'm going to give up on paleo, I don't want to do this anymore. It was the fact of I already took what I wanted from my challenge. I learned what I wanted. I got out of what I wanted from my challenge, and I decided, I learned what I needed to learn. I don't need to go forward anymore. Like, it wasn't oh my god, I'm going to give up. I can't do this anymore. It was just, I finally figured out 3 weeks through, like, this is why I did this challenge, and I learned why I did it, and I'm glad that I did it, and now I'm ready to improve and just move forward and have more goals and learn more things. So, I don't want to make this video too long. I've already been talking for probably long enough. I hope this wasn't a bunch of mumbo jumbo. I hope I was able to tie it all in and just tell you guys my experience on paleo. Yes, I think everybody should try it out just because it's a new fun challenge to do. It opens your eyes to a lot of things, to new foods, recipes, and just lets you see a whole new everything. And it gets you to want to have new goals and new challenges. So, we're just going to keep going from here. This is going to be a start of a new beginning, so I'm really excited, and I'm glad to take you guys along with me. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, subscribe to my channel just to show me that you love what I'm putting out and to show me you're excited to see my progress, and I'm excited to show you guys and take you guys along with me. So I will have to see you guys in the next video, and we'll just see where this takes me. I'm kind of just here giving you guys what I got and going from there. So I will see you guys in the next vlog, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'm gonna stop being awkward and end this because I'm so awkward. Okay, bye you guys.